We are on a rock lava bed beach right by the Seahorse Farm, which we went on a tour, which was incredible. And we're out here watching the tides come in and out on the lava rocks. It's really cool. You guys are missing out.
Right now we are sort of coming around the bend so we can see the north side. That's, I believe, Kohala Mountain. And we're not sure what's on the other side. We're going to be passing on Saddle Road, which takes us right between Mauna Kea and Mauna Loa, the largest two volcanoes on the island. The trip's going to take us about an hour and a half to get from one side to the other. And we'll see Hilo, which is the biggest city, which is the city on the island. We'll go exploring and check out a lot of the local stuff there. This is Kevin at the entrance to the Kamanu Cave. which really is a lava tube, a 2-mile-long lava tube. We're able to access it from a skylight, which is basically part of the tube that caved in. There's an entrance to the cave on the left and the right. We're going to explore the left one first. It is pitch black in here. And thankfully we brought flashlights.
We are now returning outside of the right side of the cave. You see Kelsey in front of me heading for the entrance. This tube goes a long way. It starts to go underneath and farther out towards the shoreline. You can see how rough it is everywhere.
Look at that. That's cool. It looks like it goes straight through over there.
Yeah.
You can tell there's different kinds of lava too.
Mm-hmm. And the pohoy. And the pohoy. Pohoy hoy. I'll get it one day. By the time we leave. And there's where we came in.
Now we're checking out the Boiling Pots area, which is off of the Wailuku River, I believe. It feeds Rainbow Falls, which we'll be heading to next. Pe'e Falls should be up here to the left and the Boiling Pots on the right. So we are going to see. Hopefully they've gotten some rain recently, otherwise this isn't supposed to be much to see, but it sounds promising. It looks pretty. And so far we have the place all to ourselves. Wow. That's Pe'e Falls.
We have just arrived at the Rainbow Falls State Park. And if you look over the edge, there actually is an awesome rainbow just chilling at the base of the volcano. See, I'm all mixed up. The falls. And now we're going to go up this little staircase and look down on top and see what it looks like.
breach the pod, it reveals the cocoa beans. Now these cocoa beans have no semblance of a taste or smell of chocolate whatsoever. They're very citric, very sweet, very clean to the sense of taste as well as smell. Notice the thick wall pod, 90% of the weight is in the pod itself. Some of the wall structures can be as much as a ½ inch thick. But the pod was designed that way in order to entomb the beans in an airtight container so that none of the atmospheric condition could penetrate that thick wall of the pod, adversely affecting the condition of the cocoa beans before they were officially opened.
Original Hawaii Chocolate Factory. We did a really awesome tour. We got to go see cacao trees and the pods that 30 to 40 beans come out of. And it takes about 3 of those to make one little square of chocolate. So that's crazy. We got to see geckos eating the insides of the pods, which you really loved. Then we got to see how they made the chocolate and added all the sugars and all that. And we got the, oh yeah, we got to smell this delicious, I forgot what it was called.
Orchid.
Orchid. It smells like chocolate and a little bit of floral hints, and it's really good. It makes you want to eat it, but probably not a good idea. And now we are heading to the palace to explore it.
in Port Allen, which is where we had our boat tour this morning, where we got to sit in Apollo Coast and go to the Forbidden Island and snorkel. So now we are trying to find the Glass Beach. It's sort of an industrial area, so it's not really that pretty. But we're up for a bit of an adventure. We just came from Kauai Island Brewery Company and had some beer and chips and salsa, and Kevin said it was really good. And we also went to the chocolate factory across the street and got some truffles for dessert. Took some pictures, and now we are walking to see where this beach might be. And they say that the glass on there might be there, might not be there, so it's sort of a 50-50 chance we'll find something cool.
This is some sand from what they call Glass Beach. Because if you see in my hand, it actually is small, little tiny pieces of glass. It's been washed on shore and made into beach glass. And it's everywhere. Pretty neat. Very fine particles.
Down in Hanapepe, a little bit past Port Allen, which is where we were for our boat tour this morning. We are on the swinging bridge here, which is the only real notable attraction here in this very sleepy town. Some bookstores, some antique stores, art stores, but it's really quiet. So this is over the river, which I'm assuming leads right out to the ocean. So
Very pretty.
here we are. Here we have another one of my favorite attractions on Kauai, one of the many roosters, and you can actually hear another one in the background, and now he's hiding. We are on our way up to Waimea Canyon Summit, which is 4,000 feet above sea level. We are at mile 4 of the 12-mile trail up here, and at about, probably 1,500 feet. We passed a sign a little while ago that said 1,000 feet up. We know that that's the same height, 1,000 feet, as the Nihiau Island, which we can see from here, that we snorkeled at yesterday. It's called the Forbidden Island because it's a privately owned island, so you're not allowed to go there unless you know the people that live there and have an invitation. So Kauai is 3,000 feet taller than Nihiau, which makes sense because it's a little bit newer, geologically speaking. And when we went up to Volcano on the Big Island, we were up at about, I think, 4,500 feet, which was still 2,000 feet below the road that we took in between Kona and Hilo. So this is a lot shorter, if you will, in elevation compared to what we did on the other island, but the terrain is definitely very different. It's going to take us a while to get up there just because all the roads are 25 miles per hour or less, very windy, and more of your typical mountain.
Very nice.
Mountain road. Kevin's loving it. We got a Jeep as our rental car so that we could go just about anywhere we wanted to with 4-wheel drive, and he's just having a blast. So, and we are right at 1,500 feet. Everybody. This is really cool. We'll probably be stopping at some of these places on the way down, but we wanted to come up and see the canyon first. There's a lot of little scenic overlooks and places to sort of get out and poke around, so it's really pretty. Definitely an experience and not just a destination. You have anything you want to say?
No, it's good. It was like that when we got here. Even though we are on our final day traveling up to the North Shore. Finally feeling up and better. So we're about to travel through what they call the eucalyptus tree forest or tunnel. And it was created because McBride, who created a fancy house here on Kauai, had a whole bunch of leftover eucalyptus trees, and he donated them. There's like 500 something trees, and they planted them all down this highway. So it'd be really pretty and be a little tree tunnel for everyone to enjoy.
Should be getting there soon. This is it.
Yep.
Famous tree tunnel. It's so pretty. So we're up at the Kalua Lighthouse in the North Shore. I believe we're in the town of Hanalei, and we are at the bird sanctuary, so I'm in heaven. We've already seen many nene, red-footed boobies, and there's even a monk seal down on the rocks. So I can see that on there. There we go. Right there. Just hanging out for now. All the way on the north shore of Kauai. This is the furthest you can drive by car, and you can see that's because the Napali coast begins right here. So this is really neat to be right here underneath it, and you can.
Water on the road. We got Kelsey driving today. Oh, it's zoomed in. There we go.
I brake for birds. Should really be on the bumper.
Kelsey is now stuck in the Jeep because the chickens won't let her come out. They want you to feed them.